right to the questions, and I think we'll start with Alan Hoffman. Again, so the questions are, what can you tell us about project-based education? And why would a teacher want to teach in a project-based school? And how does community building work or look like at your school?
Okay. Project-based learning, I think in its most simplistic fashion, is a recognition that students will learn when they're interested in what they're learning. Now that seems pretty trite, seems pretty fundamental, but somehow in education we seem to have migrated away from that. And I think a lot of that has to do with the increased demand for standardized tests and standards, national standards, state standards, and all those things. And I'm not here to downplay them and say they aren't important, because as much as I don't like the word accountability, I think there has to be something. You're talking about millions and billions of dollars being passed out. But to recognize that students, when they're interested in something, are going to respond in a positive manner is really the foundation of project-based learning. So the concept is to find out what kids are interested in, and then it becomes the teacher's job. We actually call our teachers advisors, because it's a much broader scope than teaching. Their job then becomes, if you're interested in, throw out a topic, what does somebody like?
Opera.
Opera. I heard opera. If you're interested in opera, then we will go through a process with students and start finding out how passionate are you about that. Do you know a lot about it? Many people will come with their interests in horses, cars, opera, music, piano, you name it. Kids come with a variety of interests. You all know that. I heard 8 from 8 different people. And then it's our job to find out how can we incorporate some academic learning into that. For example, asking, do you know everything about opera? Well, no. Do you know quite a bit about it? Yeah, fair enough. Is there anything mathematical about opera? Sometimes they'll say, no, there isn't. And then you do a little more questioning, and they come to the conclusion, yeah, there's math in opera. Is there social studies in opera? Is there science in opera? Physics of voices and so on. I'm getting into areas I don't know anything about, but it's our job then to draw those academic areas into this interest, and then help students create a project about it. And a project ultimately is, we always tell them, it's not a show and tell. So you come in with knowledge up to here on opera. What your job is not to tell us what you already know about opera. That's show and tell. Your job then is to increase your knowledge base in that, and then share that information with your peers, share that information with your teachers and with your peers. So we have a couple things going on. We have learning, we have academic learning, we have an increase in passion about an interest area, and then we also have public presentation skills. You probably heard this tidbit of information too, that there's a lot of research out there that says people are more afraid of death than they are of speaking to the public. You as teachers may not feel like it, but the public in general. So one of our jobs is to get students by the time they're graduated from our school to feel comfortable sharing their knowledge in an understandable and a meaningful and an interesting manner with their peers. So we do a lot of public presentations. We start out small with the 7th and 8th grade. We're 7th through 12th. Start out small with 7th and 8th graders. They do smaller projects. They do presentations to their peers, and then by the time they're up in the 9th and 10th grade, we start having evening public presentation nights where parents and community members come in, mostly parents. And then we have a senior project. I heard my colleague Mark talking about their senior projects. This is time of year for senior projects, which is a capstone activity where a student is required to do at least 200 hours worth of work in this area of passion, and then create a half an hour to 40-minute presentation for the public. And we get quite a few people from the community. And students who create these projects need to go out into the community and tap into resources out there. But I think we're the first in our school to recognize that we don't have all the knowledge on opera or cars or jeeps or wood or whatever the project might deal with. So we encourage them, in fact we require them to tap into sources out in the community. And then their capstone project is done in the spring of the year. I just saw some earlier this week. There was a girl, for example, who is starting a business building Adirondack chairs. She had to learn a lot about wood, various kinds of wood. We put her in touch with people in lumber yards, being wholesalers, for example, prices of wood, who says, I have all the answers to help you create a project. But I don't know how to put you in touch with people. Why would a teacher want to work in a school such as this? There's a lot of ownership. I, as an administrator, again, I spent most of my career in a traditional school where it was rather hierarchical. And you then sort of really did what you were told to do, and were told how to do it, when to do it, and you went about your business. Here, there's much, much more teacher ownership. When we have a problem to solve in the school, it's not something that people dump on my desk. If it is, we're around a number of people, and we try to solve the problem. Teachers have an incredible amount of latitude to create the structure of the school as well. That's one of the things. Charter schools were freed from some of the rules and regulations from the state. Not as many as people think, but some. And so the structure of the school many times takes the shape that the teachers, the advisors in the school wanted to take along with the right handle. The flip side of that, though, is if you help create something, then you're responsible for that as well. It's very difficult in a charter school to hold up your hands and say, we didn't do that, somebody else forced it to do it that way, because teachers take the ownership to put it together. So it's a double-sided sword, but ultimately the best thing is teachers own the school. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity to grow as a teacher. There's a tremendous amount of opportunity to build community, and that takes us into the third part of the question that Tim posed. How do we build community? We have advisors. We work under an advisor-advisee system in which each advisor is responsible for really the well-being of about 16 or 17 adolescents. And that advisor gets to know these students. The students are together at least 3 or 4 times during the day. They have a lot of activities that intentionally build community to the extent that they become responsible for each other. When somebody is gone or somebody's having a difficult time, 16 or 17 students are able to rally around and help support. So there's a lot of real intentional community building, which again brings around that sense of accountability. We do that in the school as well, the entire school, but really the crux of that community building takes place within those advisors.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Where to begin here? So I'm going to be much less formal. Watershed High School is at 24th and Nicollet. It is a school that has roughly 100 kids, and I say roughly because in the charter school world that I live in, you don't know on any given day how many kids you have. We have had this year probably 150 students come through. Here's the dirty little secret. If you are captain of the football team at Roosevelt, in the National Honor Society, president of the class, and have the lead in the senior play, you don't leave Roosevelt. You stay at Roosevelt. The kids who go to charter schools, in many cases, go for a reason. Now, those reasons can vary. It may be that they have a love of project-based learning for like Allen School. And the dynamics may well be different in Hutchinson, because it's a different kind of town than South Minneapolis. But in South Minneapolis, we have several different communities that tend to send their kids to us. One of the communities are the people, the parents, who from K to 8 sent their kids to Waldorf School. There's one out in Wayzata, Spring Hill School. There's one at City of Lakes, which is actually is our landlord in the same building. And then Johannes School in Maplewood. That's maybe a third of our kids. Another 2/3 of our kids are roughly half kids of color and half white kids. And they're kids who, for a variety of reasons, said, I've had it with the school they're in. And that school might be Burnsville, it might